Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sleep Sleeper series. We're starting this episode off by choosing our next research site. Now, I didn't actually really answer this in a previous video, but it's kind of been in my head. For Dream Shard Week, we're not going to really be able to breach that 2 million point for Snorlax strength, where island choice really makes a difference. But since we can't guarantee good berries that we can actually use on Greengrass Isle, and we're getting a bit more area bonus here, I figured Snowdrop Tundra is actually the place to go for this account, just because I can guarantee a lot of strength with my rat squad. It doesn't even take that much human input, realistically, because they'll mostly just be berry specialists. Now, I do have 2 skill specialists on the team, because we are going to run our Leafeon for healing up the rats, keeping them topped off, as well as our Sudowoodo. Um, and look at this. Last week we were able to breach 1 million. The week before that had an event, and we breached 1 million for the first time ever, and that was like a cool thing. But here we were able to do it at Snowdrop because we did that at Cyan. Yeah, we hit 1.126 million with 55% area bonus and an event boost, giving us, and using a Cresselia, which we aren't normally able to allow to do. Here we were able to breach 1 million Snorlax strength with only 34% area bonus and not using a Cresselia and not having any event boosts. So we're definitely doing better at Snowdrop for strength than any other island, just because of that normal berry guaranteed is amazing for this account. So I think this is going to be the best option for Dream Shard farming, hands down, for the sleepers. And the team's probably going to look relatively not interesting. Because, I mean, I plugged it into the calculator. Oh, what a big shocker. We got normal berry, ice berry, dark berry. Desserts is actually really good for us. Because the apples that the rats provide. And actually, that makes me maybe consider running my Comfey for Ginger. I'll test it out here to see how that looks. Because running the Comfey for Ginger might be a good option. Just to be able to make a slightly better dish. I don't know how that'll compare to the additional Favored Berry Specialist. I doubt it will beat it out, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, well, we'll collect all the procs first. Alrighty. Gotta collect our morning berries. And skill procs and ingredients. Only 1 proc from the Sudowoodo this morning. That's alright, though. And then a double proc from our Leafeon. Now, I also wanted to make note. I got another Sleep Style Dex goal the other day. Which meant that I got a free sub-skill seed. So we have that ready to go for whenever the Leafeon hits level 50. Although we also can maybe consider it on our Sudowoodo. Although it's not, because I think the Sudowoodo has skill trigger S at 50, which we would like to sub-skill seed. But I think a more important thing is our healer. So, we'll see. The skill trigger S would make a bigger difference for the Sudowoodo than help speed S to M on the Leafeon would, but the Leafeon's definitely getting more usage being our healer on the team. So, I see reasoning for both options. Anyway, now that we've figured all this out, I'm going to look at the calculator here. So, you can see that our strongest team member, despite not having favorite berry, is our Sudowoodo, just because it cranks out those skill procs. Which, what if I got him to level 50? Because then he gets that skill trigger S. It doesn't increase our strength by that much. It does increase it a little bit, though. But he's currently level 46. We can change that, though, because we do actually have our... boosts. Also, let me put the other rat on. We could use Darkrai, everybody. But we're not using that until we figure out more. So this is the one that I think we want to be using. Yeah, it's got helping bonus. Sleep XP is also pretty nice. It's level 30, so it's higher level than the other one. And also, I just realized the levels on some of these guys are a little bit wrong because it's been a while since I updated them. So this one's actually level 43, which does make a difference. And this one here is actually level 39. So, looking at the members of the team, also we'll set it to desserts because that is the case. Yeah. Oh, and the Sudowoodo is actually level 47. Interesting. I'm going to use our candy boost on him because not very many people send out Sudowoodo candy, so it's actually pretty difficult to come by for me. And I don't really have... Well, actually, wait, no. I was intending to use this on the Comfey. I almost just blundered there because, no, all of our candy boost, as much as I can do for, we're using on the Comfey. Just because long-term, nobody sends out Comfey candy. Nobody. If you do, that means you really saw, like, nothing else. And it is a much rarer spawn. I used a bunch of handy candies on it the other day because my bag space was full. And I didn't want to purchase a bag increase, since diamonds are very valuable. But I was like, I'm going to be using my candy boost on Comfey, so I'll just do that. It costs a lot of dream shards, my goodness. That hurts. But this week is for gaining dream shards, and we should do pretty well with that, so I don't mind it. It is our highest level mon, and we can only get it to level 55, but whatever. So, can we still get the Sudowoodo to level 50 with the candies that we have, then? Almost, not quite. I would like to see him there, though, because I think that extra strength might provide us with more. Okay, I don't need Rain On for this one. It's 1,000 XP off. 1,000 XP is, that's 10 sets of 100s. That's 40 candies. That's 40 candies would be 3 sets of 10. Wait. No, I'm doing math weird in my head. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 handy candies is what we would need for this. We do have that, but I kind of want to use my handy candies in the Comfey like I was discussing. Otherwise, I could just use a handy candy M and 10S. And that's the same amount of candy in the end, but... You know, I think it's worth it to immediately get it to 50. Get more skill trigger. And the other big thing with this one is I don't want to use the sub-skill seed because it's got ingredient finder to potentially make it misfire. Given that I really want to use it on the guarantee, which is the Eevee, or the Leafeon. Okay, now this should get it to level 50. I think it looks like I oh well, whatever. I did my math a little bit wrong there, but we'll use it eventually. Would you look at that? We have a mission reward for hitting or using a set amount of candies. But sub-skill unlocked, that is huge for us. Even if it is just skill trigger S for now. Eventually, we'll get the sub-skill seed for it. Okay, so this is what we're actually looking like for the week, it looks like. Also, wait a minute. The Leafeon is definitely not just level 26. It's level 28. I'm not going to bother leveling it up that much. Okay, we'll level it up 1 level because it has the candy, but... because it's really close. Just to get, you know, a little extra berry strength. Little mini optimizations. We could probably get it to level 30, but that doesn't make that big of a difference. Yes, it just gets more milk. But anyway, 1.1 million projection according to Neroli's lab. Not bad. The other question was if I ran the Comfey instead of... I'm going to guess that this one probably has... Well, I don't know. If I remove this one, if I remove Robin here, 859k. Okay. If I add back Robin... I will say the naming makes it a little bit easier to follow. So 859k versus, if I remove that one, 949. So keeping these ones is a better option. If I add the Comfey, And then I'm able to make a stronger dish because of that. You know, not bad, actually. Because with the comfey we're making, Ember Ginger Tea, and holy crap, tea time corn scones? Our pot size is not big enough to handle that, though. Is it accounting for that? Oh, we also don't have any starting inventory. Well, we do have some starting inventory, but not that. Update. Save that. Okay, we still can produce tea time corn scones occasionally. I actually don't know where. So it thinks we're doing that, but we can't do that because we don't have a pot size big enough. So realistically, the extra strength gained by that is not as significant, but we'd be leveling our ginger tea, which is something that we can pretty reliably make. So I may be more interested in doing that, honestly, just to level it a little bit more. I don't know. I want something with less interaction. We'll just use the rat squad. We'll get all the rats in here. Then we can get more candy for the rats. Oh, but never mind, we will go with the comfey. I keep going back and forth. Because this way, it gets sleep XP. That's going to be the deciding factor in the end. Okay. Finally decided. We are putting comfey on the team instead of this level 30 Raticate. Even if Neroli's lab is over-predicting our strength because it assumes us to be able to make a meal that we cannot make. There must be a setting for that, isn't there? Yeah, pot size. Well, wait. Can I make tea time corn scones? Because I have it attuned correctly to 51. That's... Wait, how big is tea time corn scones? Am I being stupid? I need to see this. Wait, I don't even think I have it unlocked, do I? Okay. Recipes. I can just look it up in here. Okay, I can filter this a bit more. Desserts. Tea time corn scones. Takes 67, yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, my settings are set correctly to 51. I don't have good camp ticket enabled in here. It is disabled. So it shouldn't give, it shouldn't be showing tea time corn scones. Oh well, whatever. It's alright. I'm still gonna run this because of the sleep XP on the comfey. Being like the tipping factor. But otherwise, yeah. We got a new badge of some sort. I have no clue what that's gonna be. Because I just transferred islands. What? Oh, using candies to level. I always forget that's a badge. Cool. Got a good ingredient ticket, everybody. Okay. Let's just hop right into the sleep session then. Take a look at what we encountered. So we got Snowdrop last night. I don't really know what we want at Snowdrop right now. We got Snoozing type, which Snoozing is where the rats spawn. We could get rats. And for once it wasn't balanced. Would you look at that? I say we should have 8 spawns, because that was pretty late in the week. We don't have a single 1-star spawn. We also have a Glaceon. A Glaceon Sleep Ditto. Guaranteed. There's a Topbelly EV. Which, that's a new style. I haven't seen a Topbelly EV yet. Weird. I was saying the other day, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm like one of the first people in the world to get, if I keep catching as many rats as I do, one day we'll have the golden rat badge, and we'll be like the only person in the world with that. Because is Rattata anybody's favorite that they'd be really hunting it that way? Shiny hunting it that way? And also, is Rattata good in this game? No, that they want to catch that many. So, I don't see that many people catching it. And I think there won't be that many people out there with a gold rat badge. but also 2-star Palmo. Man, a couple new styles today. We are slowly working our way up towards that next goal. But anyway, that will require us to get a few more nights of really high drowsy power, which we should have at the end of the week. Alrighty. This week should be good for Dream Shards, though. We do need those Dream Shards. It should help us go a long way. Oh, it's actually come to think of it. I just remembered we need a new sleep. Oh my goodness, that is not useful to us at all. Well, I guess we'll catch an Eevee today, because there are a few of them on screen. We're guaranteed to catch the rat with just a single Pokebiscuit. And since there are 2 Eevees on the screen, we can always, if one gets all full, we can just catch the other one. We'll catch the rat first and foremost. We're at friendship level 24. We're slowly chipping away at that rat friendship level, guys and gals. Okay. We're going to buy 2 Pokebiscuits, because even if it crits, we're still going to use it eventually. So I'm not opposed to buying an extra Pokebiscuit, because I know it'll eventually get eaten, if not now. Okay, but there's another Eevee on screen, so that one will get the final biscuit. And we'll take home a rat and an Eevee today. Alrighty. Thank you, Neurally. We're always making serious strides around here. Okay, what to send out of these ones? I think... There's not really any great candies to send here. I mean, almost everyone's using an Eevee of some sort, so I'll send out Eevee candy. The only reason why not Flatfy and Palmo is just because, like, not that many people use Palmo for their healer, and Flaffy just really cares about its skill level. Like, it doesn't care about its main level at all. But there are cases for Eevees to have higher levels, and the candy can be used for a lot of things, so I'll send out Eevee candy here. That was a good amount of research XP there. Okay, what you got for us, rat? Well, this probably isn't good. Timid natured, no berry fighting acid, level 10. Not level 25 either. This thing sucks. No berry fighting acid, no health bonus. Not worth it. Eevee, careful nature. Careful nature is good. That's main skill chance up. Well, it's mid. I'm pretty sure that it's main skill chance up, speed of help down after I rethought about it. It's got berry fighting S, which doesn't really work well with the speed of help down. There is some trigger at level 50s. Oh wait, it's ingredient fighting down. So it actually could be good. I had it swapped with Calm. This actually could be decent for like a Jolteon or something. Because I know that Jolteon's on my list of legal Pokemon, so I will star it. Because this is actually kind of interesting for a potential Jolteon or something of the sort. Maybe for, like, if we ever go to Old Gold. I don't think Banette... No, Banette is definitely not on our list of specialists that we can use. Steelix is definitely off the list, and Raichu is as well. So we don't have any coverage for Old Gold. Now, granted, that doesn't necessarily matter if we can't... If we don't need Old Gold for spawns anyway, which none of the exclusives there are within our reach of things we can use. So I don't necessarily need Old Gold coverage, but if we did, this guy would actually be pretty decent as a potential Jolteon with decent amount of procs and berry finding S. Anyway, I think that's about all we have for planning today. It's been a bit of a longer episode just because we're trying to figure out what we're doing. But if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, I'll have a link to join the Discord. Come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like with a cool community of people. Also recently added the join button. Feel free to click that if you are financially capable of doing so and wanting to. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.